Good morning and good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Today I'm making a beef barley mushroom soup. We are going to need 2 tablespoons put into a Dutch oven, and we got a lot of chopping and stuff we have to do. You're also going to need 2 onions chopped. So I'm getting some chopping done right now because we've got a lot of it to do. It's cold. I tell you, this thing is taking forever to get rid of. It's just like you think you're getting over it, and it tries to come back. I'm a lot better, but it still annoys me. I hope all of you are doing well. I heard from my sons, they said everybody is sick. I said, I don't even know what this is going around. I'm not going to let the government tell me what I have to do. I'm going to do what I have to do to get well. Okay. It'll go quickly. You need 2 and how much? I think it was just about 3 pounds of stew beef. I already have mine. I've already rinsed it and patted it dry, so it's ready to go. How much do they want? 2.5 pounds. I think I have a 1/4 pound more than that, but it's 2.5. But I'm not going to put a 1/4 pound back in the refrigerator. Now we got to chop some garlic up. How much? 3 cloves of garlic. A paring knife here. Okay, this is 2. We'll get all this prepping done and then we can move forward. I'm gonna have to get a bowl and put these onions in. So I hope everybody is doing well. Let me get another bowl. You should always have bowls different sizes. All right, I'm gonna warn you right now. It's always like that. Now we need 2 onions done. I've only done 1 so far, but I'm going to get the garlic and go back to the second one. So we're actually chopping 3 garlics and 2 onions up. Now, put it here. So you're going to be watching me while I do this. Today, after I do this video, I am going to make another English muffin. I'm going to try some different flours with it, to mix them up and see how it comes out. Now, this is the onion. I might be crying after this. Now they want us to use beef stock. I have bone broth and vegetable stock I'm going to be doing in mine. already told you how I make my vegetable stock. Yeah, these onions are strong. Wherever they're coming from, you let me know. Oh, I told you, I'll be crying. There will be 2 parts of this recipe because this is going to have to cook for a while, and I've got to get that sourdough started, so I'm going to be letting you know. And for those of you that don't have a sourdough culture started, I will tell you how you can make it with regular yeast. Okay, now that's put to the side. I don't need this anymore. What? What the heck? Okay, we're gonna need, another bowl. Here, if it doesn't, we're in trouble. All right, we want in another bowl 2 cups of baby carrots. Rinse them and put them in a bowl. Okay. I haven't bought celery in a while. Wants 2 cups of chopped celery. I'm pretty much going to use all of this, I think. This one's a little on the old side, but I can still use it, and I will. You know, celery used to be put into everything when I was younger, and it seems to have slightly fallen out of favor with chefs, which which is unusual. So you can see how food falls out of favor and they go in different directions. I mean, I had celery and everything. And that just fell out of favor. That is all the celery I have in the house. That'll just cover what I've done. Well, see, you can't see underneath you, but I have everything right here that I need. This is why I have such a small work area. I was telling my son, he said, Mommy, if you can get that kitchen done like that, that would be just beautiful. I said, I know, I'd have a lot of room. I have counter space, I have an island and everything, that I'd be able to work in this kitchen better. Okay, that's chopped enough. I'm sure I have over 2 cups, but that's okay. Nope, 2 cups, okay. Put that with your carrots. I think that's done chopping. No, we got mushrooms we have to chop too. Yeah, we got a few things we're gonna have to chop. Measuring spoons. We got parsley we're gonna have to chop. Okay, you're going to heat up 2 tablespoons of oil in a Dutch oven. I have shortening the lard, that I should call it lard because it is lard what I'm doing. We are going to brown this meat. Alright, what else do you want me? Okay, you need 1/4 of a cup of chopped fresh parsley. I told you there's a lot of chopping. Okay. Oh God, I have a mess here. When you really chop parsley, you use a lot more than you realize. Okay. Over medium-high heat. There. Add your parsley to the carrots and celery. Let's see if there's any more chopping I have to do other than mushrooms. Okay, all right, we've got a lot of that done. All right. You are going to need a half a teaspoon of salt. Did I take the salt out? No, I did not. Put the salt with the carrots. Don't worry, I'll be putting the meat in a minute. If you get a steak, you have to cut it up in 1-inch pieces. That's how they want it. If they put the meat in, medium-high heat, and you're going to brown it. You need a half a teaspoon of thyme and a half a teaspoon of rosemary, and add that to the carrots, the celery, parsley, and stuff. I'll move as soon as I clear up the area here. That's the only way. Let's just bring it over here. I've got two looks out. You want one bay leaf crumbled. You want to leave it whole. A lot of people leave them whole. I like to crumble mine up. That's my big thing. Because we eat it. Because it's very good for gas. People don't know that. It's very good. People use it for colic. For children, colic is gas. Literally. From sucking, they got a lot of gas. If you breastfeed, your child won't have colic as much. It's those pacifiers and stuff they suck and they pull all that air in, which gives them colic, and then you can't sleep because they're crying all night. Freshly ground pepper. Any amount of pepper you want. They don't tell you how much. Stir your meat around as it browns. Yeah, that'll be enough. It's a big stir. I tried to find grape leaves. I just can't find grape leaves. If anybody knows where I can find them, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to head out to the Middle Eastern store and see if they have it. put in about 2 teaspoons of black pepper, but if you want it more spicy, add more. I think I added a tablespoon, I'm not sure. But that's me. What can I say? All right. Okay, we need a half a cup of barley. Barley is a whole grain. So this dish is already going to be nutritious. Barley looks like little pearls. Did they go through this? Yeah, I'm not going to take a chance. You know what? I'll put you in a measuring cup. I think I'll do better. Then add water and rinse it out. But this is how they want it done. I said, okay, I'll do it this way. And I'm getting a lot of juice from the beef. Okay, we got the barley. Now you're going to need beef stock, unless you want to do it my way, which is vegetable and bone broth, and wine, red. Make sure it's a dry one. Okay, we're down to the bottom. And remaining ingredients except, okay. Well, we've still got more chopping to do. Okay, we don't need this anymore. Don't need this. Where's my See, when they told us to quit cooking with lard and use butters and oils because that will prevent heart attacks, you know how many people have more heart conditions now than ever before? So it seems they made a boo-boo. Because I grew up, remember when I sat there and said everybody made their crusted stuff with shortening and stuff, and they said it was bad for you and everything else? And look what's happening today. We have so many people with heart conditions, and they're taking Coumadin, which is rat poisoning. What it does is it prevents your body from clotting. That's why they tell you not to bruise yourself, don't fall, don't do this, don't do that. If you have a cholesterol problem, you just need to get, it's the B vitamins. The foods are missing the very B vitamins that we need. I mean, I made these muffins, the blueberry muffins, and I ground that flour. I had the bran, the germ, and what do they call this? I remembered it this morning and I forgot it in the center. So when I ground them up, mine are more brown, but if you go into the store and you buy the flour, you'll see they've taken all of that off and it's just a pale yellow. This is why I got the mill, so I can buy the berries to make sure that I get those nutrients, because a lot of our problems, they say, are amino acids. It's not just the amino acids, it's the B vitamins, it's the minerals, it's the acids, the oil acids that you need. It's a whole combination of vitamins that you're missing in your diet, and in the right combination, you end up with problems. So that big lie that they gave us, heaven knows how many lies they're giving us today. Like a lot of people don't know that coffee causes your blood pressure to climb. So instead of telling you that you can't have, you should lay off coffee, teas, and sodas and stuff, they say, oh, we're just going to put you on blood pressure medication, which happens to give your body a problem, the side effects. Because the blood pressure is not allowing certain enzymes and stuff to get together. It's just the way that you're eating. And then you run to the doctor and he has these chemicals, because chemical companies are not going to use plants. They're going to use chemicals and stuff instead of plants. And they like to label it in such a way that say, oh, if you have this, this, or this. But if you read them, they all pretty much have the same thing. Now you're going to sit there and add your onions and the garlic. And turn your flame up, and we're going to cook these a bit. Now I can't help it, but I have a lot of fluid in here. So I'm going to turn my flame up, start cooking these onions and garlic. They want this done first, so that's what we're going to do. By the way, the reason you see me use a lot of wooden spoons is I don't want to scratch my pots. And I am so happy I put the money out for this Dutch oven. I have used it in more ways. And I got cornered into it because Incorn needs Dutch oven for it to cook. Set your oven on 350. I am sorry. Bring you over here so you can see more of what I'm doing. So we're just going to wait a bit. How much stock do you need? I got to get this going so I can get the other thing going. Graham English muffins. They're going to be sourdough, but don't worry, I will show you how you can sit there. I'll tell you how you can use regular yeast if you wish to make them. Now, the Graham flour has the bran, the germ, and all. The wheat flour has the bran removed, and you just have the wheat and the white. I can't remember it. I had the name in my head last night. So I'm using the, I'm going to use the Graham flour, which has all of that, the whole kernel, instead of just part of the kernel. All right. Put your carrots, your seasonings, the celery, the parsley, put it all in. Add your barley. You're saying this is a lot. Yeah, this is a stew. This is a very healthy stew You cannot go wrong with this. Now you need a half a cup of red dry wine. I know everybody says, can't you save? I know I can't. I just don't have one. Okay, you're going to need 2 cups of stock. I'm going to use about half a cup of bone, and the rest I'll fill up with vegetable, and then I'll pour it in there. We are going to put this in the oven to bake. I want to mix it well. So we're going to bring this to a boil, put the lid on it, and we will get it in that oven. I know people are starting to think about spring, but we're not there yet. This is why we're still in stews and stuff. I know you're probably wondering where I'm at. I'm just putting stuff up while this comes to a boil, and the oven gets up to 350. Not yet. Another thing I learned from my mother is that she would mark her recipes that she cooked according to them, because she couldn't always remember, because she had a collection too. So she would mark them. So if I don't like a dish, I'll say it's okay, but not some of my favorites. We have to wait for this. It's almost there. I used not to mark them. I couldn't understand why my mother marked them until people started five-finger discounting my recipes. And I said, that's it. I'm going to mark my books up. And I keep them off of them. And that's what I do. Where did I put the lid now? Okay, once it comes to a boil, so I have to wait a few minutes. I'm going to stick it in the oven. God, I'll be cleaning my oven very soon, too. Okay, now when we move to part 2, we'll finish up on this, but I have to get those English muffins going, so I'll see you in part 2 of this recipe.